This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, keeping you informed about the happenings in Annapolis and the area. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and of course, local weather. The Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, September 18th, 2019. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Last night at about 6:30 p.m., a small plane carrying 2 passengers crashed in the treetops adjacent to Tipton Airport, which is out near Fort Meade. The fire department responded to the area of Bald Eagle Road in Maryland 198. They discovered a plane about 50 feet up in the tree, deep in the woods. It took them about 30 minutes to free a 40-year-old male from the plane who was transported to the R. Adams County Shock Trauma Center in Baltimore with what looked to be minor injuries. It took an additional hour to free the second passenger, which has been identified as a male in his 50s. He was also removed from the plane, transported to the R. Adams County Shock Trauma Center with minor injuries as well. Again, 2 very lucky passengers in a plane. This is the second crash in the week. Remember last week we had a plane crash into a car along Route 50 as it was approaching Freeway Airport. Yesterday afternoon, the Anne Arundel Medical Center and the Doctors Community Health System tied the knot. They got married and they sealed the deal. The two announced their intent to partner back in May. They signed the deal on July 1st, and today they held a press conference announcing their new name, and it is called Luminis Health. Luminis. And in a statement, the new CEO and president, which is Victoria Bayless, who is currently the CEO and president of Anne Arundel Medical Center, said, "For years, Anne Arundel Medical Center and Doctors Community Health Systems have shared a dedication to compassionate care delivered when and where people need it the most. We're carrying that same commitment into the future as Luminis Health, a health system that is here to embrace progress and awaken a new era in care for our communities." Now, Luminis Health will launch its new brand in the spring of 2020, which is going to include a new logo, which we don't know what it is yet, and visual identity. The full integration is expected to take up to 2 years. And keep your eyes out. In November, the health system will be hosting several public town hall meetings, both in Anne Arundel County and Prince George's County. And you can find out more information on those at luminishealth.com. And again, Luminis. Yesterday afternoon, Maryland's Attorney General Brian Frosh announced the indictment of a former state employee. He is 70-year-old Stephen Wayne Cormack for possession of child pornography. During the investigation, it was revealed that Cormack was using his work computer at the state and a personal computer at home to view images of child pornography. He is facing 10 counts of possession. It was a whistleblower who turned him in February of 2019, saying that he had observed Cormack viewing child pornography on his work computer. Now, this is a criminal indictment, and what an indictment is, it's an accusation of wrongdoing. And, of course, defendants are presumed innocent until they're proven guilty in a court of law. There is no trial date on that one set just yet. Hey, I got a nice surprise in the mail yesterday. I got a package, and in that package was a book called 100 Things to Do in Annapolis and the Eastern Shore Before You Die. And it's a new book telling you about 100 things to do in Annapolis and the Eastern Shore before you die. It's sort of a bucket list. It's by local author Susan Moynihan, and I read it yesterday afternoon, and she gets it right for the most part. It's really a quick and a fun read with the author's bucket list of 100 things to do in the area, and she said that she had a tough time whittling it down to 100, and I probably agree with her. But if you have an Airbnb or a bed and breakfast or operate a hotel, this would be an outstanding little gift or something to have there for your guests to give them an idea of things to do and see in the area. It does include the Eastern Shore as well as Annapolis. And I was absolutely thrilled to see in the acknowledgments in the beginning of the book that she listed Eye on Annapolis as one of her favorite resources. So thank you very much, Susan Moynihan. We have to meet sometime. Actually, we want to get you together on the Maryland Crabs podcast and have a go at it and really discuss some of these places that you talked about. If you'd like to get the book, they are launching the book on this Thursday at the Old Fox Books in Annapolis on Maryland Avenue from 6:30 to 8:30. Susan will be there signing books. Also on Saturday at the Barnes & Noble in Ellicott City from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And then back in October, she'll be at First Sunday Arts Festival on October 6th. And then there will be a book signing and trivia at Galway Bay on October 22nd. So go check that out. You can pre-order it on Amazon. 100 Things to Do in Annapolis and the Eastern Shore Before You Die. Hey, here's something you can do before Halloween. If you're looking for Halloween costumes, Spirit Halloween stores are starting to pop up as they always do. And in Anne Arundel County, we've sniffed out 4 of them. You've got 2 up in Glen Burnie, actually. You've got one at Park 97, which is at 7992 Crane Highway South between the Tractor Supply and Gabe's, and another one on 6711 Ritchie Highway near Famous Footwear. Out in Odenton, you've got one at the 1119 Annapolis Road, which is near Pet Supplies Plus and Subway. And down here in Annapolis, you've got one at 200 Harker Place in the Annapolis Town Center, which is in the space that used to be Eastern Mountain Sports. So if you need to get a sexy, insert whatever fad you want, costume for Halloween, Spirit Halloween is the place to go, and there are the 4 locations here in Anne Arundel County. All right, that is about it for the top news today. Please make sure you're checking out eyeonannapolis.net throughout the day, because we do update it throughout the day. Give us a rating or a review if you are someplace that you can do that, and let your friends and family know about us. Other than that, hang tight. We have George Young with your local and somewhat boring but good weather forecast, and he's coming up in just 1 minute.
September 28th, the second annual Twist and Stout Festival at Quiet Waters Park along the shores of the South River. Twist and Stout, a Maryland wine, craft beer, food, and arts festival presented by the Anne Arundel County Department of Recreation and Parks along with the Maryland Wineries Association. Sample dozens of craft beers and Maryland wines. There's music all day starring the Groove Spot Band, along with the Naptown Brass Band and Vertigo Red. Watch the Plein Air Painters and shop dozens of artisans, crafters, and food trucks. Tickets are on sale now at twistandstout.org. That's TWISTANDSTOUT.org. September 28th, Twist and Stout at Quiet Waters Park, noon till 6. Tickets at twistandstout.org. Going out? You need the most up-to-date local weather. Here's George Young from DMV Weather in Annapolis with today's forecast.
Hey everyone, this is George with DMV Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, September 18th. It's the middle of the work week already, and the weather across all of Anne Arundel County is on cruise control at this point, with tons of sunshine for the next several days, and highs in the 70s today and tomorrow, followed by upper 70s to maybe low 80s on Friday, before what should be yet another nice weekend across the region, with warmer high temps back up into the mid to upper 80s to near 90 for most. And what might be the nicest part of all will be some cooler mornings across the region, today through at least Friday, with lows down into the 50s for many. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DMV Weather. Make it a great day out there, and be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching for DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also follow us on Facebook and Twitter and on our website at dmvweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Suicide prevention starts with everyday heroes like you. Join us Saturday, September 21st at the Navy Marine Corps Stadium in Annapolis as we walk to fight suicide. Be a part of the movement turning hope into action. Funds raised will benefit the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. Register today at afsp.org/Annapolis. Together, we can help stop suicide. Go to afsp.org/Annapolis.
When a ring from the United States Naval Academy comes into Zachary's for a center stone, it always makes us wonder, where's this one going? Where's this one been? A nuclear sub in the North Atlantic? A carrier deck in the South Pacific? The moon? 52 astronauts are Academy graduates, from Iwo Jima to Okinawa, Corregidor to the Coral Sea, Midway to the Persian Gulf, Congress to the White House. These rings go where America goes. 73 that went to war were awarded the Medal of Honor. But wherever they go, wherever they may serve, our admiration goes with them.
Zachary's. Online at zacharysjewelers.com. More than a jewelry store, a jeweler.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., keeping you informed with the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. And take a moment to listen to our other podcast, The Maryland Crabs, released every Thursday at noon.